Hello, hi, and welcome to Empathic Fire. I am your reader, Jay. These are going to be general messages for the sign of Gemini in mid-June 2021. What is going on, Gemini? How are you guys doing? I hope that you are doing well. All right, friends, for the last time this year, happy birthday, Gemini. Your season, it is wrapping up. I think this is the last day or the second to last day of your season. So whenever your birthday was, I hope you guys had an amazing time. I hope you were able to celebrate in the way that you wanted to, get around some people who know and love you, and you had a good old time. Or if you just wanted to be on your own and just unplug, chill out, veg out, and that's what you wanted, I hope you had a good time doing that as well. Whatever your birthday wish was, I hope it came true, okay? Gemini, anything you want from me, it's in the description box down below. Timestamp is down there. Information on how to purchase a personal reading with me is down there. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's a little bit of a struggle over there to keep posting because I haven't gotten used to my new job yet, but whatever. If you do want to support me, just go ahead and drop a like over there, as well as putting a like down here and subscribing here on YouTube. Also, guys, make sure you check your playlist for your birthday reading, all the readings that you had between May and June. And if you check the general video area of the channel, you'll see the live that I did for you guys last weekend. Last Sunday, I went live for you guys. So if you missed that and you were curious what a live reading with me is like for your collective energy, feel free to watch that, okay? All right, guys, let's get into it. For Gemini, what are the messages here in mid-June? Messages for Gemini in mid-June 2021. Show me what Gemini needs to know in mid-June 2021. Thank you. Page of Swords side, interesting. Okay, and another side, interesting. Did that happen with you guys? In another reading, or was that during the live? Did that come out for somebody who I read for? I feel compelled to keep them in these positions. We'll see if that changes as we go on. So, Page of Swords, air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Then we have the Fool in the center there, secondary major for Aquarius. And then we've got the Five of Wands in the side position as well. And interesting, the tops of the cards, the head of the cards are facing each other in the Fool energy. So yours is going to be sort of a thematic reading is what that indicates to me, is maybe we're talking in abstract ways about very specific situations, okay? Gemini, I feel like you or someone you're dealing with just wants to chuck a deuce on everything, pack a bag, get out of Dodge, forget whatever is transpiring. There's like an escape artist in your midst, Five of Wands, where for good or for worse, I can't really tell, the energy is mixed. Someone here wants to escape. Whether that be the situation that they're in is unbearable, unfair, unjust, or if there is a mob or a group of people, a collective of people, expecting this person to sort of face the music, face reality. In some senses, I'm getting this idea of like grow up. So this could be an intervention of some type. This could be someone is being asked to do more or be more, and they simply don't want to. So their response is to duck and dive and get out of town. So I don't know, again, it's a mixed bag, whether that's for good or whether that's bad, because in some of your situations, the people, the vibe is just not good, and it does need to be escaped. And then in the other set of the energy, it's like, well, if this person, quote unquote, escapes, they would be skirting their own accountability. They would be dodging any type of responsibility, because the Fool is very much detach, free willing, free thinking, free movement, not beholden to anyone except the self, not even beholden to the whisper or the idea of having to be 100% dedicated to something. Maybe 80% dedicated. It's going to be different in all your situations. But there is sort of like this me, I care about me, or I'm thinking about me, I'm thinking about my desires, my needs, my goals. And it's very much, again, disengaged, detached from others. With or without reason, I cannot tell. The energy is very mixed. It's like almost 50-50, right? So this Five of Wands and this Page of Swords is like, it is sort of a tug of war. So maybe that's what's going on for some of you. Maybe there is a person. It doesn't have, well, oh, okay. If it's a person, it could, as indicated by the page, as indicated by the youthful look of the Fool themselves, it's, we don't see a very aged person there for the most part. I think most of us could agree that person doesn't look like, they're much older than, maybe 30 something, but most likely in their 20s. Where's my autofocus? There we go. Hold on. Yeah, that guy doesn't look like, he's 48 years old, okay? So for some of you, the person in the middle is a young person, a child perhaps. It could be talent. If you're in a competitive market where you want to employ someone, you want to hire someone as talent for an act, talent to perform on television, talent to write, or talent to, provide a service to you. Maybe you're getting married, or someone is getting married, and this is the photographer, and there's like this back and forth over the next date, or this contended date, this contended weekend. Well, we need you in Connecticut. Well, we need you in North Carolina. Please, whatever. So someone in the middle is kind of like, I don't want to get involved in any bullshit. Five of Wands, Page of Swords. I don't want to get involved in any type of arguments. I don't want to be this prized possession, or this prize to be won, or this prize to be fought over. It's very interesting because in all 3 points, 1, 2, 3, all 3 sides of this, I feel there is immature energy abound. I feel that, no offense to you, Gemini, I feel like many people in this situation, Five of Wands again, is a crowd, is a group. I feel many of the people in your situation are young souls, young spirits, no matter how old they are physically. You could have somebody in this mix who's like 98 years old. I don't care. They're a young spirit. In that everybody is thinking of their own agenda. Everybody is focused on their own goal, their own reasoning why they want a certain outcome, and they're fighting tooth and nail for it. Very competitive, a little bit of cattiness, a little bit of brattiness. And again, it's on all sides. It's on all sides. I don't get the sense that even if we're talking about a room of adults, we're talking about people who are the most mature we might expect them to be at a certain age, Page of Swords, I feel, is a person, and that could also be what's going on here. It could be a group versus an individual, and that, is kind of stacked odds, right? And the Fool could be, this isn't even a fair competition, and because it's not fair, because Aquarius energy is very much into what is fair. I mean, all air signs are kind of like that, especially, Libra, justice, and all that. But Aquarius is also in that vein too. And so I think Aquarius is very interested in what's good for everybody. And if Aquarius, and I'm not saying this person is an Aquarius, but whoever the Fool is, that person with the Aquarian energy running through them at this time would be like, okay, this isn't going anywhere. Nobody here is communicating well. Nobody here is compromising. And I just want out. Because Aquarius is not so foolish, so to speak, to continue into an endeavor, to continue into a conversation that isn't going to work. Maybe their immaturity is thinking they're so superior or so mature and so above the squabbling that they can just walk out. That they can just leave the situation unresolved. So that's, possibly this specific person's, the way that they show up in the situation is that's their way of being immature, is to just walk away as if the problem will resolve itself, or if I ignore it, then it doesn't exist, and that's not true. Now, the Page of Swords, again, is possibly a single person going up against a group. But I think this person over here is very calculated, very clever. I think they have a lot of resources at their disposal, or the ability to get them. This vision of the page standing with the hot air balloon behind her, even though it's not the fastest way of transport, it is showing utility, the ability to overcome, the ability to find some other unknown solution, to seek high and low across the land for something. I don't know. This is very interesting. I don't know what to clarify, because I think it's all very convoluted. I feel in more ways than one, this could involve some type of sabotage, backstabbing, lies, rumor mills, all kinds of shit like this. So it's too much to clarify is basically what I'm saying. So we're just going to go ahead and get further messages from Spirit here, from Universe, okay? So what else can you tell Gemini in this situation? Give me at least 2 cards. Give me a little bit more information here for Gemini. Give me at least two new cards for more information about this situation. What else does Gemini need to know? Give me 2 cards, please. That's one of them. Judgment. Hey. I know that's more than 2. All right. So, Judgment, secondary major for Scorpio. Is it also? Yeah, just Scorpio. And then we've got the Emperor and the Magician. Say word. That's 3 major arcana to give us further clarification. So, Scorpio again, Emperor is Aries, could be dealing with an Aries, don't have to be, and Magician is Virgo, and you, Gemini, could be dealing, don't have to be. So for some of you, you are dealing with a master manipulator, a master manifester, for good or for worse. Someone who says the damn thing, and the damn thing somehow appears in the situation. Like this person snaps their fingers and voila, there it is, or there this person is, or there the circumstance breaks in their favor, or breaks against somebody else, or whatever. There is someone who commands a certain level of attention, respect, fear, and they utilize this very well. If we were to describe this person over here as a bad person, a bad girl, a bad guy, whatever, you might be sitting here thinking, oh man, they're so bad. They're awful to me. They're awful in the situation. Why do they keep winning? I forget what it is. I forget how it was phrased, where I saw this, and like everything like that. But basically, if you don't believe you are bad, then you will not, in many cases, you're not gonna be quote unquote punished as readily as others would wish, because you don't believe you're bad. You know what I mean? Like there's sort of like this idea that villains in movies or TV shows or books or whatever, many of them quote unquote get caught, are served justice, are seen to die in these stories because they admit and they own their quote-unquote villainous ways, their nefarious ways. If you're dealing with someone over here, many of you could be dealing with someone who's very much in the dark arts. Is that that's a Harry Potter reference, my bad. But you get what I mean. You could be dealing with someone who's very much connected to the universe, magician, very much is aware of how to manifest, but does so from a negative space. Some of you are dealing with someone who participates in black magic. Whatever that means to you or doesn't mean to you. And in the situation, I think awareness is the best defense, is awareness. I don't know that you or anyone else could go toe to toe with this person, but just be aware of who they are and how they are. And it's not to excuse and not to say that what they're doing or have done or will continue to do is permissible, acceptable. You should just roll over and take it. No, I think you or someone, and like I was saying in the earlier energy, it feels like on all sides, people kind of don't want to get involved with this anyway. People don't want it to escalate too much. And someone definitely in the middle is just like, I just don't want to be involved, period. Right? Somebody in the mixed definitely is like, come fuck around and find out. Is the energy over here. Fuck around and find out. You will regret that. And maybe that's what the threat is. Maybe that's what's been said. Maybe that's what's been insinuated. And that gives many people pause. Man, okay, they really mean that. If they're going to say it like that and they're going to look me dead in my eyes and say that, they must be very serious. So the judgment may be, again, to detach, to disengage, but consider, again, I said that this could be, I already said that about the Fool. They could be someone who needs to be held accountable, but is not going to be, or there's something preventing that from happening. So the Fool can be one and same with the Emperor and the Magician, or on the same side at least. So this could be a protected person. If this was a judicial, thank you, situation where there might be cause for a conflict of interest, you might have an authority in the courts saying, oh, there's no conflict of interest. This is not even a thing, or whatever. There's like someone who is protected by other people in power. So privilege and power is very much on the table for some of you in this situation. And if not to the level of law of the land, just karmically is another way that we can think of it. Excuse me. So whoever this is, I wouldn't want to mess around with them, because I don't want to say they're going to win. I don't want to say they're going to win, but it's like, it's very favorable for this person. And that is possibly just to read on their perception. It doesn't, yeah, I mean, I actually, let's say it's that. That's this person's perception. It might not be reality. They might be very used to being able to say and do whatever they please. And then judgment could be the universe is going to give them a gut check. Is going to give them a kick in the ass. Be like, okay, do you understand now that you can't walk around in life thinking everybody owes you something, thinking that you're the best person to ever walk this earth, to think that you're infallible? Like, that could be the universe's job. Maybe that's why the earthbound side of this, the people on either side, Five of Wands and Page of Swords, could be encouraged to let it go and let the universe take over. Let the powers that be take over to administer the justice and or the judgment call. It's beyond your control or anybody else's control. Maybe. Whatever or whoever this is, not a fan, do not like, would not engage, would not recommend. Okay? Gemini, that's your reading for mid-June. If this reading made sense to you, if it resonated with you, feel free to drop a like. Make sure you hit me up and drop a comment down below. And make sure you hit me up if you want to get at me for a personal reading, okay? And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure that you do so as well. Gemini, I will be back soon with your July readings. Again, if you want to get at me, how to get a personal is down below. And I appreciate you all for watching. Can't even talk at the end here. I appreciate all of you for watching. Take care, Gemini.